right. Arty Peg, all right?
What's up, everybody? It's the Arty Live here. It's 10th of October, year of the Lord, 2018, episode 75. As always, the mallet to the left of me.
Hello.
I always feel like I'm running.
That was a quick start.
I always feel like I'm setting a bomb off and running to it.
Yeah.
Every time
It is kind of what it looks like.
every time I hit play.
Yeah.
If you guys only catch that live, because I usually edit that out by the time the show starts on the YouTube. But, yes. So we're here. It's been a week.
Let the beard you got going. It's good.
I've grown it till Nashville.
I know. You guys are doing your thing. It looks good. I've never seen it that long.
I don't think it's been this long ever. I feel like a fucking hobo. The hair's growing long. The beard is growing long. I'm even letting the pubes go.
Yeah.
You know?
You didn't know that part.
For personal reference.
You don't have any of the Clooney-esque grays coming in, though.
No. I kind of actually growing out for a test to see how many grays, and I haven't really seen any.
Yeah, I don't really see any.
A few of them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few somewhere, but no, it doesn't look like you got much going on.
Yeah, so it's actually a good thing. So there you go. Things aren't as stressful as I think they are.
I like having them down here. The hair is
Yeah.
one thing, but here, I like having them down in the
Do you
beard.
have in the pubic area too?
No.
No. Gray pubes must look weird as hell.
That must look weird.
Must be funky.
No. I don't... that must happen.
Mm.
You would think that would
I
happen.
think so eventually, right? I think everything loses its pigment after a while.
Well, you know what doesn't make sense? Like we lose our hair.
Yeah.
Do people go bald down there?
I don't think so. I think I think it's like chest hair. It stays there forever.
Do you know those pubic hair wigs?
Is there really?
They call it like merkins.
Oh, that's fucking fucked. Who the fuck is something? Alex Wallace is in the house. Alex Wallace, have you ever wore a pubic hair? Oh shit! Congratulations, Alex Wallace just had a kid.
Oh wow! Congratulations, Alex Wallace.
Sir. October 8th, he said.
Wow.
Baby girl. We have a new fan of the show, I'm assuming, right, Alex?
Oh,
She's
man.
sitting on your lap right now watching this show live. So is this solidifying that Maddie is not Alex Wallace at this
I guess
point?
so.
Because I'm pretty sure Maddie doesn't have a kid.
I'd be terrified.
But,
I would be so terrified to have it. I mean, obviously, number one is you want them to be healthy.
Yes.
More than anything, health is above all. But second, I feel like if I had a girl, she would hate me because she'd love me until she becomes a teenager. Because then they're daddy's little girl, and then they morph into this something else.
Well, 20 years
Right?
from now, when Alex's kid's watching this show, we'll still be sitting in the living room doing this thing. Fucking.
Is that well? At least we're. I mean, that's consistent.
I guess so.
That's one good thing to take out of it.
How many episodes that would be? Yeah, girls are fucking tough. Good luck, man.
Yeah.
Wait, she brings home her first meathead boyfriend.
Oh God.
Yeah, you'll probably fucking kill him. He's a big dude though. This Alex Wallace though. He volunteers to be a bodyguard whenever we need him.
Yeah.
Just gonna fly him out to places.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah, just intimidate the hell out of him.
Alex, I got a kid too. Somewhere in Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Guess they're would be 12 years old now.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy birthday.
That little tyke.
Yeah, the birthday would be coming around pretty soon. 'Cause
Yeah.
she got pregnant allegedly in March of 2006.
Yeah.
You went to Stoneham High, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know a Amber Lee? Can't remember her last name.
I don't think I've known anybody in Amber. It sounds like a Vogue kid name.
No
you know
shit.
how the Vogue in
Yeah.
Wakefield, like they took people in from everywhere?
No, she went to Stoneham High. I dated her for a month.
What year?
She kind of. She's so.
Did she
You're a
graduate?
year older than me. She was 2 years younger than me. So she would have been a freshman when you were a senior.
Okay. Yeah, no, I wasn't really
She had
into them like
snaggletooth.
that.
She lived in a house on a hill.
Amber.
She didn't wear deodorant.
No.
I drove by Stoneham today, and I was like, I wonder if that girl's she still lives there.
Yeah,
She
I don't
loved the weed. She was always getting high.
I don't like running into people from my
She
town.
gave me a dry hand job in East Boston.
It wasn't a good one, huh?
No, not a memorable one. In the old Jeep, no less.
Ah.
The old yellow Jeep. That old yellow Jeep got some tail.
Well, actually, it was technically memorable because you remember the Jeep and you remember her hand, so you're able to put two and two together.
Yeah, but sometimes all the things you remember aren't the best things, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I remember 9/11. That necessarily isn't the best thing. You know?
That's true.
So, it goes both ways. Sometimes you forget the bad, mediocre shit. There we go. And he's back. Well, his punishment lasted long. We had little Tommy Brady in the kitchen because he was being a pain in the ass. And one of these days, you're not going to make that jump. Our gate is I think it's at 30 inches. Tommy can clear 34 inches. So we're about 4 inches shy. When we first moved into the apartment, he actually jumped on the counter. So
he's gonna be too fat to clear it eventually.
Yeah, he's 2.5 years old. He's almost. Sometimes he misses and doesn't clear it, and he gets caught up and falls on his face. Right, Tommy? He knew the show was going on, so he's sitting dead center in front of the camera. And there's Nola just being herself.
Speaking of the airline, so I know you just mentioned, no, but 9/11, something you remember, but it made me think of the story I saw today. A woman was kicked off of a plane in Florida.
Yep.
Because of her therapy pet. You know these therapy pets?
Oh, yeah.
That, which I'm kind of on the fence about anyway, but her therapy pet was a squirrel.
Oh, why not? Good for her.
No.
Yeah, why?
Well,
was it on a leash?
No, I don't know, but I assume the thing ended up running. She got kicked off the plane. I assume it ended up running all over the place. But
how did she get it through security?
The thing is that the guy who, when she said she had one, didn't ask her what the pet was, even though it says it can't be a rodent.
Oh, would she have it a dog cage or something like that?
Yeah, it must have been something like that. But
Tommy's our therapy. We could fly Tommy if we want.
But when I think of a therapy pet, I think of something calm and relaxing. That's the point. A squirrel is a tree rat. It is anything but calm and relaxing.
It's pretty fucked up.
When people do something like that, I wonder if they do it just to see if they can get away with it.
Why'd she take it out of the cage? Why didn't she just leave it in there? Where the hell is she?
It's Florida.
Fucking where is she going?
Cleveland.
Two fucking armpits in America. That's where that's one bad place to another. They're direct flights just dropping off bad people.
It's all going to hell.
Everyone I've met from Ohio, I can say that. I know one person from Ohio, which is cool.
Are you talking about the person that thought you were the ESPN?
No. Fuck no. No, she's one of the girls in our wedding party. Amy. She lives in New Orleans. She's from Ohio. She's cool. She's like the only cool person that I know from Ohio.
Oh, okay.
The rest of the people of Ohio are just odd. Yeah, I want it. I want it. What the fuck was her name?
Oh man, it was like two first names.
Christina Lee or something like that.
I don't know. I could look it up.
We have to look in the old episodes and check her out on YouTube.
Old episodes a month ago.
And then we were in Savannah. We met these people from Ohio. They were fucking weird. There was this 50-year-old lady and her 30-year-old friend. It's gonna be like me and it's like Eric and Maddie when they go out. This is my 50-year-old friend and my 30-year-old friend. I guess it was the same situation. She was weird.
I think you reach an age though that doesn't really factor.
I don't know.
It kind of all levels
still
off.
Does though. It's kind of weird when a 60-year-old's hanging off a 30-year-old.
Yeah. Okay.
10 years, no, regardless.
But Eric, technically, Eric's just on the cusp then.
Oh yeah, he's almost. He basically just made hanging outable. Him hanging off Maddie by itself's weird.
Yeah, it is. I think he secretly wants
Eric was born 75. Maddie was born 91.
I think he wants to bang Maddie. He's always
maybe. I know someone wants to
Maddie.
Bang. I know someone wants to bang Eric. He'll be at the wedding.
Ugh. Oh yeah, Kyle. Good old Kyle.
He's very excited. He can't wait.
More excited than Tommy China.
He's going to be basically doing what Tommy's doing right now.
It's always in front of the camera. Like
he can't wait. So last week at this time we talked. We said we're either going to be talking about the Red Sox out, or a Game 5, or the ALCS. So they made the ALCS. They won. The bullpen actually is pretty good. Other than the two people that were supposed to be are paid, the two highest paid people in the pitching staff that's supposed to do good sucked.
Yeah.
Kimbrel and Price.
Yeah.
Price stinks.
But this proves just how good of a manager Cora is. He found a way to get around it, and he wasn't afraid to pull. Like, you're not doing good? Boom. Not going to let you try to get out of it. You're gone.
Yeah. And even that game, too, that we lost, was still salvageable because we came back in that seventh inning, and we brought it till it was 3-2.
Yeah.
I mean, they hit a 2-run homer in the 7th or 8th to open it up a little bit, the Yankees. But up to that point, it was still a salvageable game. And in fact, it probably would have been managed a little bit different if they were only down by 1 going into the 8th or the 9th inning instead of 3. But
I was at that game on Saturday, and I hadn't even sat down yet, and Price gave up a home run.
Yeah, it was like the first inning, right? He just fucking let a bomb off.
Yeah, Judge. Yeah.
He stinks.
And him bringing in Sale in the 8th was awesome.
It was ballsy because it could have went a couple ways.
Yeah.
Sale could have done well, and then the game could have been blown like it almost was.
Yeah.
And Sale, obviously, we had a pitch tomorrow, but I mean, 1 inning's not going to kill you.
I don't think he would have done it if his start wasn't good. You know what I mean? But he had a good start. Everyone was like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
is he?" Because remember his last couple regular season starts, kind of like, eh.
I
But
wonder-
this one, he was back up into the 90s again.
He pitched what on Friday?
Yeah,
I wonder if it was to keep him in a 5-day rotation, essentially. Since, for example, you pitched him Friday, he probably would be pitching today, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, or tomorrow. But he's going to be pitching Saturday. So that gives him like over a week off, right? It's 8 days. So you throw him in for an inning halfway through the week just to keep his arm loose.
yeah.
So it's more of a maintenance inning. Just because he's going to be fresh, but it's to keep him, keep him going.
He only threw 12 pitches too, so
Which
that
is
was
like,
great.
it would be a bullpen session. So he
Yeah.
literally got practice in the middle of a game
Yeah,
just to set him up for Saturday, which
Yeah.
obviously he's going to pitch it. But I think they should either they should put Price fourth. I mean, I think Porcello pitched pretty well.
I know. I didn't think he would.
And that
I didn't think he
who's
would
the
at
other
all.
guy they got who pitched Game 3
Oh,
from
the Guinea.
Tampa? They got him. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
the
man.
Italione.
Savello, something Avello.
Yeah, the grease ball. He pitched phenomenal. I think they should put him 2. I think they should put Porcello 3rd.
Yeah.
Move Price 4th because that only gives you Price once.
I never thought I never thought in a million years I'd say he's like really good right now. That guy, whatever that grease ball, but he's streaky. He is streaky. He's had some really good starts and some really ones where he hasn't made it past 5. Where's Eduardo Rodriguez?
He's there, but he's a bullpen. They're gonna float him in the bullpen, I think. And I think
that's fine.
I
He
wish
should be there.
I wish the Sox could go with his Red Rocket's out and he's just hitting him. And Tommy does not know where to hump.
No,
His Red Rocket is just slapping Nola in the face, and she wants no part of this.
you'll get it right one day, buddy. You'll figure it out.
Can't figure it out.
We will one day.
I don't know why you can't figure it out.
It's just his thing. Maybe it's really just his thing.
Well, to me, it's dogs. It's like the what's the effect? The Darwin effect. The stupid animals don't reproduce
yes.
to make more stupid animals. So Tommy's not the most intelligent dog in the world. He's a little slow, and him not being able to properly reproduce, even though he couldn't if he wanted to, just proves that the Darwin theory is right, and Tommy's not that smart. So, sorry, Tommy, you're a cute, lovable dog, but you're not that intelligent, and you should not be reproducing, which you're not. So, Alex Wallace says, Price sucks like any Revere broad on Uncle Eric's Peter. I guess that's about right.
Yeah, we can go with that. That's about right.
The last time and the only time Price was ever good in the playoffs was when he
Against
came
us.
out of the bullpen.
His rookie year against us.
And he came out of the bullpen. He wasn't even a starter. I think they should move him to the bullpen.
Yeah.
I wish you could go a 3-person rotation, which you can't, obviously. So you push Price in the 4th, and basically you hope you're up 2-1 at that point.
Can you technically do that? You could technically do that.
You
if
can do
you
anything
want
you
to.
want.
Yeah.
They can cut him next year if they want to, too. They just got to pay him out.
Baseball needs to make some
I don't think he's
changes.
going to be on the team next year. I think him and Kimbrel are gone, to be honest with you. They're going to get through this. They need 8 more wins to win the World Series.
But then who's going to take over for Kimbrel? What else? Who are you going to?
Find a guy.
I'm fine with Kimbrel. I think he's got problems, but what's better? I mean, what's
Well,
out
I
there?
mean, I'm
You
sure
know?
there's something out there.
I would think so.
There's a middle relief somewhere that can close. So there's a starter out there that can close.
I hope so.
We probably have one guy in the family that can close.
Fortunately, bullpen by committee doesn't work because it's too sensitive, and they get knocked off their game, and it screws everything
Well,
up.
the goal is the Red Sox have to score at least 4 runs for the bullpen. That's the goal. If you're not up by 4 and you're going into the 7th inning, it's going to be a long game. They need 4 runs. That's the standard. They gotta do what they did against the Yankees. They gotta work the pitch count. They gotta get the fucking starter and the Astros up a lot of fucking pitches, and they gotta basically, if they could play like they played against the Yankees, which is probably, I would say a B minus. I would say a B. I would give it a B. They played a B roughly overall against the Yankees.
Yeah.
If they could play B-worthy baseball, they could beat the Astros, and then beat the other 2 fucking schmuck teams they're gonna play in the World Series.
Oh yeah, I think
They
getting
got-
past
no-
the Astros is key here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think the Yankees were the hottest team, though. There we go.
I think the Astros are harder. The Astros is going to be a grind.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think the Yankees are hotter only for the fact that there's more passion involved in that game. The Yankees had a lot more to play for than the Astros do. The Astros are reigning World Series champions, probably a little hungover from the year. They played a long season last year.
But they're still, like, Verlander's still being awesome in the
Vanderbilt's
postseason.
still good.
You know?
Well, Vanderbilt's going to be, but you're pitching them against Sale, so it's going to be a pitcher's duel.
Yeah.
Then when you go into like the third guys, I think we have a better. I think Verlander's better than Sale. I think their second guy is probably better than our second guy. But I think when it gets to the third and the fourth, I think our third and fourth are better than right across the camera. There she goes.
Is that kind of day?
Yeah, it was one of those days.
And
Huh?
she shut the door. Just
There you go.
yeah.
And there goes the dogs. It's just been lovely so far.
Everything's well. We knew this was going to happen at
Yeah.
some point. I mean, people are going to come home. Doubleback
these-
works till 7.
Yeah, he'll be next. These dogs have not calmed down since I got home. I don't know what their freaking problems are. But, yeah, pains in the asses.
They're young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yeah, I guess so. Full of it. And he can't even, it's all gone from him. He can't even give it out anymore.
They're just full of it. They can't expel it, so they're
Yeah.
just going to run around and be complete nut jobs.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Makes me want to stay at work for 14 hours dealing with these dogs sometimes.
Hey, let's not go too far here. There's
Yeah,
no way.
no kidding. It's already getting dark early. It's like 6. It was 83 degrees today at one point.
Yeah,
It's still 77 degrees right now.
yeah.
I was driving around. I looked at my thermostat. It looked like it was 86 at one point.
I still haven't taken my AC unit out of my window.
No, you can't. I had the air conditioner on in there. We had the windows open up until yesterday. And then, yeah, today it's 86. It's going to, Friday though, it's going to drop to 50s again. So finally going to get that 50 degree weather back, which is nice.
Yeah, I think it's over.
I mean, the 80 degrees was nice, but I got to tell you, it wasn't, you know, you get ready for the fall, and all of a sudden you get the 80, you know?
I think if we could stay 75, that'd be great.
75.
That'd be great.
So that's like San Diego weather.
Yeah, it is. That's what I would say. It's San Diego weather.
Yeah. Rains 10 times a year. You know? Who's this on the TV? Is this Ludacris?
It's Luda.
What's Ludacris' real name? Steve?
Chris Bridges.
Is it really?
I don't know how. Don't ask me how the hell I know that. I don't know how I came up with that
Chris
really fast.
Sounds like a white dude that, like, fucking plays cricket.
I don't think I've ever been so quick to respond to.
Chris Bridges? How would you even know that?
I don't know.
That's a fun fact. Hold
on. Let me double check.
What's T.Y. Dollar Sign's real name? That's probably his real name, though. It's probably on his birth certificate. It says T.Y. Dollar
man.
Sign. You know? Jesus. Chris Bridges. Not to be confused with Bob Tunnels. Bob Tunnels, everybody.
Hold on a second here. Ludacris.
Ludacris.
Real name.
What's Ludacris's real name?
Here are some movies matching which.
Oh, of course. Siri's a little slow, too. Siri's like Tommy.
Hold on, I got some Ludacris.
Ludacris.
Name. Sorry, I got distracted by something.
How was he, anyways? Was it nudie pics?
No. Yeah, Christopher Brian Bridges.
It's a terrible name.
It's
Such a white
it is
dude
a
name.
wicked- No.
No. Let's see.
Did you go to the Phil Collins concert yesterday?
No.
No.
No, but who went? Someone on the Patriots went or something like that.
Oh
They were
no,
talking about the
Rich.
radio.
Yeah, Rich went.
Oh, Rich? No.
I thought you were Rich
Oh,
went.
God, he's terrible. That show's terrible. I don't know how the Red Sox win the division, and they spent 2 hours talking about how bad the Red Sox were today. Just don't get that.
Well, I mean, they won the division and all, but
Well, they won the first round of the playoffs. They still talk about how bad they are. I can't listen to them anymore. It's just negative Nellies.
they're all like that. I mean,
No, not all. of
Felger
them.
and Maz is even worse.
When I lived in D.C., they were never this negative on sports radio.
Well, I mean, it's a whole. It's not one show in general. They're
And
all
none
like
of these
that.
fucking guys are from Boston, which blows my mind. None of them. Bertrand's the only one from Boston.
Yeah.
The other ones are all fucking. Rich is from fucking Atlanta. Touch is from Detroit. Felger's from Wisconsin. Oh, Maz is from Watertown. So Maz is from Watertown, and friggin' the fat kid is from Quincy. That's it.
Fat kid.
And the rest of it, and fucking
Fat kid.
fucking Bertrand. And then Zolak's from fucking Pittsburgh. None of them are from around here. That should be a qualification to be able to be on sports radios. You have to be from that area.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense. I mean,
Otherwise, you're just basically ESPN. But, like, more negative because your teams suck. Like, Felger's always pissed off because the Packers always suck. You know?
yeah.
And fucking Toucher with the Detroit Lions. Like, come on.
Well, you got to stick with your.
Yeah.
I do appreciate people who stick with their fan
So
base.
that's fine.
even
Go
when they
through
suck.
go through sports radio in Detroit.
If you're a Browns fan, but it's not their fault. That's just where they got the job.
No,
It's the
it's-
people that hire them. It's their fault.
Well, yeah, but
It's not their fault for getting the job.
It's not their fault, but they, they should not do stuff.
But money talks too. You know what I mean? If someone was to
Guess
pay
so.
you, let's say someone was to pay you to go to Minnesota
Yeah.
and talk about the Minnesota Vikings and offer you a pretty decent salary,
That's fine. I'd be
do it.
a little bit more optimistic about the whole thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be so Debbie Downer on a Tuesday.
True.
You know?
True.
What's in that? What you? Oh, those is that the barbecue from last week? Ah, yes. That outlived its life.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other thing you threw away? My cheese?
No, it was potatoes from
Ooh.
one night when we went out.
Oh. Ah, yes. The potatoes. Not good. It's Patriots against Kansas City Friday. So it's a crazy week. The Bruins moved their game Saturday to till 3:00, so it doesn't interfere with the Red Sox game at 7 or 8 rather. So if you were in Boston, you could go see the Bruins and the Red Sox play on Saturday. Usually, you're able to see the Patriots and the Red Sox play, but because they're both 8:00 games, you're not going to be able to. So, 2 TV night.
Yeah.
So I should have my second 60-inch TV installed by then. So
Oh.
we're gonna move that down sideways. I'm gonna put in. Actually, I'm getting 4 TVs, 4 60-inch TVs.
It's turning into a bar in here.
It's gonna be a bar. I'm gonna never have to leave this house again. It's a bar and a Christmas/wedding surplus store.
This place is getting out of
Sort of a-
control.
oh, and half of Michael's is in the living room too. So,
All wedding stuff.
all wedding stuff. It's almost over.
Then it'll be your baby stuff and house
Yeah,
stuff.
but baby shit, you don't gotta put it together like this. So you just
Cribs and,
Yeah,
and bouncy things.
yeah,
and,
we don't have to make shit from. You don't
Ugh,
make centerpieces for
God.
your baby.
Ugh.
You know?
And favors.
Susie looks like a ninja today.
I am a ninja.
She does look like a ninja.
She looks pissy. You had a rough day? Uh-oh.
Some people like it rough.
Someone pissed her off today. I can only imagine
Just today?
the laundry list of people.
Just today?
Yeah, she get that look on her face, the no bullshit look. Like if you were her kid right now, you stay clear of her, because somebody's gonna throw a shoe at you for no reason.
Speaking of people and their kids, I want to talk about this stupid bitch who.
Whoa, hey,
Who?
it's a family show.
I want to talk. Oh, it's a family show. Talk about this bestiality going on regularly in front of these cameras, right? About this bitch who is suing. No, she's taking this to a federal court
Yeah,
because her son didn't make the varsity football team.
yeah, we talked about this last week.
Oh yeah.
It's like in St. Louis or something like that. Like some fucking.
But it hasn't died down.
Yeah.
It's still going, and I don't
I
understand.
thought I was having a fucking deja vu for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, no, we definitely talked about this last week.
No. All right.
His double back went on a tantrum because he came in with his jizz-soaked
Oh yes,
sweatshirt.
that he said was ketchup.
Yeah.
He should have just said it was
You
soda.
wore it yesterday, too. I'm like, can you get that jizz stain off, please?
It's ketchup. Why would you say that? Just say it's soda. I'd lie and say
Ketchup's
it's soda.
even weirder.
Exactly. It just sounds weird. It sounds like you're making it up.
I squared a jelly donut over my sweatshirt today. I was eating a jelly donut. Usually I eat from the hole first because if you don't, when you bite into it, it squirts out the hole.
Yes.
And I wasn't paying attention. I bit the top and squared it on my fucking lap.
I haven't had a jelly donut
Pissed.
in like 10 years.
Oh, they're wonderful.
If they're warm, yeah.
Yeah, I lost half of it, though. A fucking breeze came in my car and took it out of my hand, so had the roof off all day today.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah. I drove about 175 miles today,
Ugh.
back and forth, yeah. So I've got a lot of time in the car. I got some sun, if you will.
Yes.
And
I see your scrape is not healing.
no,
It wasn't even deep. But then again,
think
I
it's
have
a prison
scrapes, too.
wound.
It's just,
it's been a week since this thing's been happening. This
jeez.
little fucking dog right there chewing on our blanket that we got at a convenience store in New York City.
Well, there you go. They didn't spend much on it.
Sucking all the New York
No,
juices.
this one wasn't the New York one. This is my good one.
Oh, no, the blue one was.
Just letting it happen.
Yeah.
There's already so many holes.
Hey, you want to jump on the mic? Become one.
Yeah.
Alex Wallace had a kid. That was the big news today. Alex Wallace.
Maddie has a child.
Well, that's the thing. We're trying to figure out if this is actually true or not because, you know, if Alex Wallace is truly Maddie, then Maddie has a kid. I want to see Maddie have sex.
What?
I want to see how awkward he is. Like how if he's as awkward is in sex as he is in regular life. I think he's flipping and flopping around trying to. Oh, sorry.
I don't want to see or even imagine.
What?
You just want to see his hairy little butt just pumping. Pump.
He probably does it like the video he showed us. What was it? Super Bowl or New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Remember that video he showed us?
We were watching gangbangs in the living room.
Yeah.
That was between base football games we were watching it was pornographic material in the living room.
I don't want to think about Monaco's doing that. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. They're very hairy.
I just don't want to think about it,
They're
man.
like animals.
I just, yeah.
That's the way Susie's holding that microphone.
Was it turning on?
What?
It's like she's in one of those videos.
How do you hold a microphone? With your little fingertips. Like this. Oh God, it's gonna hurt me.
She's got a grip on that thing.
With that pinky sticking up.
She's two-handing it. You guys can't see it on the camera, but she has a grip on this thing like it's a... Use your imagination.
That's what I'm gonna do later.
Squeeze.
Oh God, that sounds painful.
Don't squeeze too hard.
She better be careful. She's almost at the wedding day cutoff.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. She's got 6 days to be clear. And or before invitations go out. So
That's right.
as far as I am free to pull the plug at any time before those invitations go out.
There you go.
So-
They didn't go last time?
They didn't go out yet. They're
Oh.
still sitting there in a pile.
Oh. No, I mean
Where
last
is that
time.
thing, by the
Last
way?
time they didn't go out.
It in there.
Yeah. I mixed them all up though.
No, I mean last time they never went out.
Freaking better not have.
Oh, well, then what happens if I did?
I will take one and slice it up your butt.
Ooh.
I think I'd want to see that, actually.
You're gonna be holding the microphone that way?
Maybe
too?
I'd be holding you down.
I want to be. My kid is a ninja. I want to be ninja.
No, I can't hear. Dude, that song was in my head for weeks.
I
when
seen
you
that
showed
bumper
me
sticker on that guy's car today.
Yeah, I saw that.
That
Yeah,
was hilarious.
yeah,
Hilarious.
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow, Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday. Week's almost over.
You look like you've had it. You look like you're just fried.
Well,
you
exhausted.
You get nothing.
I'm about 3 13-hour days in this.
That'll do it.
I still got 2 more left. Oh yeah. Tired.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Burnt out.
Amen.
Plus driving off
sister.
the roof off today didn't help. The fucking sun just killed me.
Yeah, you never realize that how much
Yeah.
the sun does damage on you when you're riding until you're riding the Jeep with the top down constantly. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this feels good, and then you stop.
Picking up chicks.
Chicks, man.
Who, Nola?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have air conditioning in this Jeep, so it's nice. I drive around with the roof off and the air conditioner on. So I stay cool.
Oh, that's just being like a total like, yeah, you know what? It's
Yeah.
gonna cruise day. Oh man.
That's right. It's like 60 degrees in the
No,
car with the
real
roof
Jeep,
off.
you don't do that, man. And you don't have all these gadgets with the lights and sensors.
Yeah,
You could
I
no,
do now.
you got to use like pull. You're supposed to be able to pull fuses. And
I
like
used to do that.
That's what you should do in a real Jeep.
My old Jeep had that.
None
but
of the sensors.
I'm in a higher social class now.
Ah,
I
no,
don't get
no,
that
no.
Fucking shitty
That's
old
not a
Jeep,
Jeep.
no more.
Supposed to.
Well, I was wondering why the price of the Jeep went up 10 grand since I bought it, and now I know why. It's fancier, I tell you.
That's not a Jeep. It's a. I don't know.
It's like saying Tommy's on a dog, but he
Well.
is, even though he can't reproduce. Right, Tommy?
True.
Right, Tommy? Although, there, Tommy. Arr. You gooba. Yes. So Pats are playing Sunday nights.
Yeah, I don't think. I got a bad feeling. I like the last 2 games have been great, but
Yeah.
is it only because of their competition, or?
I think Kansas City's overrated. To be honest with you, I don't think Pat Holmes is that good of a quarterback.
I think he's going to come down. I think
He's a
he's on a high because he's a rookie.
Here's the thing: you're never going to see a good quarterback anymore. It's all over. The days of the good quarterback are over, and I'm going to tell you why. Here's the reason.
Well, what's out there is out there.
What else there is out there? They're flashes in the pan. They'll have a couple. They'll start off strong or have a good season, and then they die down. Look at everyone. Look at Cam Newton. Look at fucking what's his face up in Seattle. You know, flashes in the pan. Watson down in Houston.
Flashes in the pan.
They have a good start of the season or a good season, and they're done. And the reason is they're too predictable. They don't play. They play a style of football in which is easily documented on video and very routine and not different. Whereas the old school guys like Brady, Breeze, Favre, Manning, these guys are the traditional guys. These are the guys who are like, your receivers are the ones mixing it up, right? So your receivers are all ones running different routes. And then you get that fifth guy out there, the catch, the wide, this running back or whatever. These new guys are just like, dippity, anyone open, throw them to him? Nope, I'm running with the ball.
But is that the system or is that them?
Oh, it's a system, but it's a failing system because I can't. What last Seattle won a Super Bowl like that. 3 or 4 years ago against a really shitty Denver defense. So I'm not even going to give him that credit. But has there been an offense that's won a Super Bowl like that? I can't think of one other than Seattle.
No, it's pretty rare.
You got a gunslinger fucking throwing the ball like a crazy person.
I do think Cam Newton is a weird, different animal, though. Like, Cam Newton is one of the only, actually, I would say Cam Newton is the only sort of new agey quarterback who has gotten older and can still rush and throw the ball. Most of those fail, like Griffin, but you can name a handful that came and went that can actually, Tyrod Taylor, the ones that can run, and because they get injured. And Cam Newton's the only one that's actually kind of held up and is still good over the years. And Cam Newton's what now? He's got to be getting up to 30.
Probably. He's consistent. I guess I wouldn't call him. He's not.
No, he's not. I wouldn't say he's like elite. He's not a Breeze or Brady.
No,
he's
it's funny because the
different animal.
Breeze is the GOAT.
The best. That's not accurate at all.
Not at all.
He has one.
He's great.
He has one record.
Breeze is pretty awesome, but no, he's not that.
He has one record. That could easily be.
He has one record.
Yes, he broke the record for the touchdown.
He has like a million records.
That's the only record he has.
He's really good.
What's the other record he has?
I'll look him up.
All right, go ahead. Which that record could easily be eclipsed by Tom Brady in one season.
No, Breeze is great.
No, they said Brady's not even close.
He's one season away. So if Breeze retires this year and Brady plays another season, he'll eclipse him.
Doubt it.
He's only like,
if he plays another season, Brady's gonna go down.
He's only like 1,000-something yards away from him. That's an easy season right there. If you do 100 yards a game.
Yeah.
It's just math.
I'm always curious, too, and Brady's also a victim of this. Like, if you take them out of their system and put them somewhere else, how they would do. Like with Breeze, Breeze would suck in the Patriots system. And Brady, I think, wouldn't be as good in the Saints system because he's not a long ball, let's check the ball guy. It would, if you were to flip-flop some of these guys, it wouldn't work out.
I disagree. I think Brady and Breeze are exactly the same quarterback.
Brady doesn't have an arm. Breeze has always had a better arm.
They got the arm, but Breeze has always had receivers and never really had a running game. Whereas Brady never really had. I mean, he had Moss.
He doesn't have receivers now.
I mean, the receivers he's had.
Dante Moncrief is one of
I guess you could say the Patriots had always had a better overall offense, so they had as good running backs as receivers. Whereas the Saints were always receiver heavy.
Yeah, but Breeze is more likely to throw down, and Brady hits the slant, like the Edelmans, the quick slant throws. You know what I mean? That's not Breeze's style.
No, but if he had a receiver like that, I bet he would.
He did, yeah. When he was younger, when he had Moss, he would hit Moss.
Yeah, and I Breeze is the same thing too. I bet if he had a slot receiver, which is only 5 slot receivers in football, I think he would play the same too.
But they got away from that, so it's kind of hard to say if they could still function permanently in that kind of system. Like Breeze has always been
you got to remember. I mean, you could say anything you want to say about the Patriots playing those shitty teams 6 times a year, but I mean the Saints also play some shitty teams.
Oh yeah.
I mean the NFC as a whole is a lot weaker than the AFC.
Oh yeah, I'll pull up the standings.
When you look at the end of the day, how many really good AFC teams are there to how many good NFC teams there? And I mean, there was one year where the whole NFC West didn't finish above 500.
Yeah.
I'm
actually rooting for the Bengals. You know why? Because they're just going to choke in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
I'm rooting for them. They're doing great.
Well, if they win this week and Kansas City wins, loses, they're tied for first place.
Yeah.
Did you get the records there?
Yep, I got the records.
All right, let's hear them.
Most career passing yards, most career pass completions,
Okay.
most pass completions in a season,
Yeah.
highest career completion percentage, highest single season completion percentage, most touchdown passes in a game. He's currently tied right now. Most consecutive games with a touchdown.
Who's he
pass.
tied with?
Let me see.
It's
It doesn't
TB12.
say.
That'd be Tom.
These are horrible. What they're growing on me.
It's okay. They're horrible. Don't tell Susie that you're drinking her beers.
I am. I'll put it back. Am I?
The Julines? Is that no? Those are the other ones.
Yeah.
Those aren't the ones we got.
These were all at the bottom, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm grabbing them because it looks like no one's touching these.
Yeah. What else does he have?
I don't know who he's tied with.
Oh, he's got some. All right. So he's got some records.
No, I mean, he does. Drew Brees is an amazing.
I was only kidding. I knew that.
quarterback, but
I was just making you pissy.
Thank you.
Pushing those buttons.
Thanks.
So you got. Oh God. Oh man. Yeah. So the Bengals are 4-1. The Bengals are 4-1.
Me and Susie will be in 2 weeks from Sunday. We'll be live in Minnesota. Is it 2 weeks from Sunday?
Minnesota.
Yeah, for the Saints Minnesota game
Yeah,
rematch
I
of
think
the.
it's 2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks? Yeah, it is 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Sunday, the 28th. You can find us in Minnesota at the Mall of America.
I can't believe the Titans are in first place at 3-2, and they've scored 87 points and
I
allowed
can-
86.
That division's
That's insane.
balls and the fucking if we were playing Jacksonville this week instead of week 2, we would have destroyed them. They were only so high on their horse because of the fucking rematch of the AFC Championship.
That's home opener.
Home opener. It was 107 fucking degrees out. Whereas it's a fact that the Patriots do not play good in temperatures over 92 degrees.
Which seems kind of wah. But
Well, whatever. I mean,
yeah.
it's statistics. It's just like fucking,
If they came here,
Peyton
it was
Manning
it's
can't
20
play
below.
outside when
Yeah,
it's 32
yeah.
below, but you still, it's just, you're not used to it. You adapt to.
I'm trying to see what the biggest
Which is
shocker
another
is
fucking
here.
reason Price should be pitching game 4 or 3 because he should be pitching in a dome.
I know. It's 70-degree weather.
70-degree weather in
Yeah.
a fucking dome. He has no fucking excuses. Especially when it starts getting cold and he has to wear those fucking the hats they wear. And the gloves. The gloves that they wear when they run the bases. Pussification of American baseball players.
Exactly.
I do like the baseball. It's like you see this like 900-pound football player in a snowstorm wearing short sleeves and no socks. And then you have a fucking baseball player in the outfield wearing a hooded hat and like fucking winter gloves in October.
No, you're right. You're 100% right.
It was funny when Tampa Bay played Philly in 2008, I think it was the World Series. Yeah, it was the year after the Red Sox, 2008. And fucking the Tampa Bay people were up in Philadelphia. It was like end of October, early November. They're all wearing fucking gloves and hats and like winter pockets in the dugout.
Yeah. I will say my biggest shock out of this all these records, I would say the Falcons at 1-4. I didn't expect the Falcons to be like, but at one, I didn't expect them to be 1-4 right now.
No one likes Atlanta.
I thought maybe they'd be 2-2.
They can't close the deal.
I mean 3-2.
They used to win the games that they're almost won this year, and they can't do it anymore. Matt Ryan's fallen off a little bit.
Yeah.
And Matt Ryan is the most overrated quarterback in the history of football. I'll put that said it
History
right
of
now.
football.
In the history of football.
History?
He's never. What has he ever accomplished? He's won one NFC championship.
I would say in this era, yes.
Yeah.
I'd go with this era. But history?
That'd be history. I mean, he's pretty damn overrated. Other than
He's
the
pretty
guy,
overrated.
Like he's the guy that they hyped up. Him and actually Andrew Luck's close second, but those two guys they've hyped up to be the best quarterbacks ever, and they've literally built teams around these two fucking guys too.
Yeah, I can't go Andrew Luck yet because he had an injury for a whole year.
Well, I mean that
that's why.
makes you overrated too. The guy can't stay healthy.
Andrew Luck is a good quarterback, and he's starting to come back around. I like Andrew
I
Luck.
think it's a little too late in his career to be coming around.
No, I mean Breeze missed an entire year for the same injury.
Yeah,
believe it or
but-
not. We forgot about that.
Burry's jumped
Right.
back, but Luck has never recovered from that injury.
It's still it's only week 5. Of the
No, but he
season's
had
back
an
now.
injury like 2 seasons ago too. He missed half the season.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did.
He missed
Yeah.
like 18 months.
But he has nobody. He's got T.Y. Hilton, who's also.
Yeah.
There's no. It's also the organization. There's nobody for him to
Oh,
throw
yeah.
to. You know, so it goes. It's half and half on that one.
I think there's 15 good quarterbacks and 15 sucky quarterbacks.
I think there's like 5 good quarterbacks.
Yeah, you're probably right. And in 2 years, in 2 years, 3 of those fucking quarterbacks are gone.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Roethlisberger's probably retaring this year.
Yeah.
Brady's going to retire either this year or next year, and Breeze is going to retire either this year or next year.
Oh, God.
So you're going to get 3 fucking consistent quarterbacks going to be gone, and then you're going to have to deal with the fucking Kirk Cousins of the world.
They're mediocre.
Oh,
like
the
they can get by.
Or the
but-
guy in Philly who's just proven to be a fucking overrated, Carson Wentz.
Oh, they have a Super Bowl hangover. Yep.
I mean, they have a losing record.
Yeah, 2-3.
They're better off putting fucking Nick Folk back in.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know. This
I wouldn't go
fucking
that far.
Carson Wentz guy looks like a flash in the fucking pan.
You love saying flash in the pan. Carson Wentz, he's been back, what, 2
Do you know if he
games
was?
now?
I guarantee if he played the Super Bowl, they wouldn't have won. There's no way in hell they would have won if he was healthy all the way through. I don't even think they would have beat.
I don't know.
I don't think they would have made it beat the NFC Championship.
I mean, Wentz has only been back 2 games. Wentz is going to find his stride eventually.
Everyone thinks
It's
Wentz
not-
is the greatest thing. Phil, I
He's not the greatest thing, but I'd put him better than Dak Prescott. I'd put him better than.
yeah.
Like I'd put him better than. I mean, but he's only been back for 2 starts.
Dak
that
Prescott's
injury,
fucking overrated too.
it takes a while to find your stride again.
He'll never find his stride. He's gonna be like Matt Clement, who got hit in the fucking face with a line drive, and it was never the same.
I forgot about him. Oh man,
I remember Matt Clement's first game after that injury, and he came with the fucking ball in the
you're
face.
never the same.
He was taken out in an inning and a half, and he was done for the rest of his career.
Matt Clement. Oh man, he was a Cub before Red Sox, right?
Yeah, we got him from the Cubs.
Yeah.
He pitched 1 season with the Sox, and then into what was it, What year was it? Was it 2005? You got hit in the face.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like against Tampa Bay. A line drive to the face.
I mean, let's
was
face
never
it,
the
nobody
same.
recovers from that shit.
Nah, that's I mean.
Remember Bryce Flory? Remember that?
Yeah.
You could hear it. And
Tony
then, like,
Caligliano.
oof.
He ended up dying 10 years later from fucking head injury. Don't fall asleep when you have a concussion, folks. You'll die.
You could. You could very well
Yeah.
die.
Right there, Tommy? I don't know. Noel hits her head every morning when she's going out to go take a piss and goes to sleep.
Mm.
Why are you dressed like a ninja anyways? Do you guys have a Halloween party today or something? Is that what you wore to work? Oh. She has like dark hair, dark shirt, dark pants,
It's a slimming color. Black is a
dark
slimming
eyes.
color.
She looks like, what the fuck was her name? The Princess of Darkness. Elvira, Princess of Darkness.
She had a few more gray streaks in her hair for that.
She does have a couple grays coming in right there. Look at the whole left hand side; they're all gray. She's pushing 40 right now.
You are.
No one can hear you. That's the great thing because you got the lights on it. I can say whatever I want. No one can. All they hear is,
You're closer to 40 than I am.
how so? How do you do
It's
math?
different when you're a guy, though.
Yeah, we get better at age. We're like a fine
Yeah, we do.
wine.
We're like a fine
Although
wine.
it's two extremes. You either get better looking or you go fucking self.
Yeah, that could go south
And your
real
nose
bad.
and your ears get super humongous.
Oh.
Yeah, it gets more hairy too.
Ooh.
They'll get more hairy. I keep having the hairs. I keep having to plug out of this motherfucker. Like by year, get longer and longer. Right?
Yeah.
It's not cool.
And then you have boogies hanging from them. Just dangling.
Not me. I have my finger up into my nose, well, half the day.
But-
I'm always
yeah,
picking.
your fingers, they're touching your eyeballs.
Yeah, I can fit a whole thumb in my nose.
But
So,
there's a
yeah.
flip side. We don't have to worry about our chest sagging.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, some obese men
Well,
do.
my,
yeah.
my mother has
But-
to fucking have a walker for. She has the Dolly Parton boobies just hanging there.
Oh,
Her chest probably weighs as much as her half a body weight.
you see, that's why I've never minded like smaller boobies because they're not gonna
Boobies.
reach that like down to my like navel.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna reach that down to the navel grossness where they could swing to and fro.
Yeah, I guess
You know?
so. You know. I wish I had boobies. I wish I could give milk to my child. I think that'd be an eye-opening experience. Wouldn't you? How would you say, Sue? Imagine if I was able to milk myself. Oh, I could tell you one thing. All those times I could open up the refrigerator at work and I didn't have cream for my coffee would come in handy. If I could just squirt a little fucking mother milk into there.
I've heard reports that the taste is extremely different.
I've tasted it before. It's very sour. I've tasted it by mistake.
Ugh.
Yes. I was at a friend's house.
Gross.
And I was staying the night many moons ago, and they just had a kid. And I went into the fridge, and what I thought was milk, put it in my coffee, and it was a little bit sour.
What would you compare?
It tastes like sour milk.
Just sour milk.
Like milk that's a little old. It has
Okay.
a little sour tints to it. Sour. It's gamey, if you will. It's very gamey.
I was allergic to milk, so I had to have the fancy like soy milk when I was growing up. You know.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. So, are you producing milk currently?
No,
I was
I'm
gonna
not.
say,
Lactating.
We could do a taste test here
You
on
got
the
a pump.
show.
You got a pump out here.
We could give Adam an experience of a breast 101.
No.
No. When you do stop making breast milk, I think we should have I think we should do a taste test. Like, is this real milk or is this breast milk?
Oh man.
No.
Or like, is this sour milk or is this breast milk? We could just expire some milk and
My first question would be, what have you been eating lately? Because I mean, there's protein in it. If it's good, it could be good and sour if you
Guess
think
so.
about it.
maybe,
Right.
yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you get a pump and dump too if you've been drinking the booze, you know?
I do know. I do know.
Pump and dump seems like a spit in the face of God.
I do know it is
Really?
more painful
Yeah.
for a woman to. It's when their milk dries up that it gets even extremely more painful.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like the worst part.
It's like when you're like, you're pissing and there's nothing left in the tank and you're like,
Well, that doesn't hurt.
Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes it burns. You know, a burning sensation when you pee?
No, never.
Oh, God. Telling you.
But I do know women who like they it when it dries up, it even hurts to shower because
Oh.
the water hitting their boobies hurts.
So is that true? When your milk dries up, does your boobies hurt?
Well, she wouldn't know.
I have no idea. I've never had milk come out.
Well,
of
I fathered a
boobies.
kid that wasn't mine, so I do know. Remember?
So you fathered a kid that wasn't your mind and you were able to develop breast milk?
No, but I know how it plays out because I was there for the whole freaking thing.
I see. Well, hey, listen. Alex Wallace. Hey, Alex Wallace just had a kid. Alex Wallace, you think your baby mama could provide us with some breast milk for a taste test on the
Now,
show?
what's the name, by the way, of this child? I'm curious.
Alex Wallace, what's your kid's name?
Please tell me it's named after a car.
What's her name? Is it Alex too? Because that'd be ironic.
It's not like...
We'll find out.
I hope it's not named after a car, like Porsche.
No. Alex Wallace.
I think he's smarter than that.
He's a white
Alex-
Italian dude from Revere. He's not naming his kid after Ferrari.
I hope not.
Yeah. Maybe it's Susie. Maybe he named his daughter after you, Suze.
Aw.
He is in our fantasy football league. His name is on the board behind us. You know.
She's just
I don't know what she's looking at.
looking at wedding stuff.
Breast milk 101.
Assuming wedding stuff. It's Chris Bridges.
Chris Bridges.
I can't believe
Ludacris'
that
real
was
name
the
is
quick. I
Chris
can't believe
Bridges.
my response to that was that fast.
Yeah.
I'm
It was,
a little
yes.
shocked at myself.
Yes, I am growing the beard and the mustache. It's the longest it's ever been. I'm going to do something drastic, I think I'm going to do. I'm going to dye everything jet black.
You're
I
gonna
think,
braid it.
in the next couple of weeks.
Are you gonna do like one of these?
Yeah.
Arty, like
Over my dead body.
Why?
Because that shit will not come out by the wedding.
Suze,
Yeah, it will.
it will.
No,
Stop trying to control
I'm
him.
going to get a haircut.
I'm not. But
I'm getting a
He's gonna
haircut.
shave it all off.
No,
after
he's
the,
not.
Yes, I am.
After the trip. He's after Tennessee.
After
shave it
Tennessee,
off.
it's all coming off.
Yeah, it's for the trip.
It's for the trip. It's for the kids.
So yeah, step. Defending my boy here.
It's going to be cold in Tennessee. We all need beards.
You should braid it, like do like one of these
Maybe.
long, like
I'm gonna actually, I was thinking about surprising her with a creepy mustache.
there you go. You can do like a Raleigh fingers and
What would you do if the rehearsal dinner I have a creepy mustache? How angry would you be? This
Dude,
whole, I always want to push her buttons. Sue? Comment? Concern? Questions?
I think it's healthy though. I think
Why is she
couples.
like, what's wrong? She's so mad over there.
I think
Look at her.
couples should push each other's buttons. I think it's healthy.
She's
Actually,
she's pouting
in
over
a
there.
playful way.
She's pouting over there like a kid who just got his
I'm
toy taken
pushing
away.
your buttons by not saying anything.
Oh.
Oh,
I think she's suffering from.
Oh shit!
She's suffering from dry milk ducts right now. You like the hood plant that went out of business.
I need some mustache cream too. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking be the creepiest person in the world.
Dude, Raleigh fingers, man.
I'm gonna grab a mustache. Like
You're gonna be.
oh.
Oh.
I got rid of the white van.
You did.
Yes. I got a text message from my little cousin who's in college last night saying, "Yeah, the Red Sox won. Woo!" And I go, "Yeah." I go, "You're not partying too hard, are you?" He never responded. He just gave me like the winky eye.
Is this the one went to the
Yeah.
Revs game with?
No, it's
This
my
is the one
the baby
that
cousin.
he, now that he's in college,
Yeah.
connects his phone to the cat.
Yeah, the cat's walking around
so
campus.
it looks like he's on campus.
Yes.
I don't understand what you just said.
No, because maybe he's being tracked.
What about a cat? I have no idea what you just said to me.
Put it this way.
Attach a phone to a
He's
cat.
making it look like he's just chilling when he's really not.
But
He probably built a robot, and the robot's probably just going and probably walks to the hall.
why would you
looks
do
like-
that? That makes no sense.
So
Put
no
it
one
to a
knows
cat.
where you really are.
So is he paranoid or something?
He's not paranoid.
So he goes out without his phone.
Yeah,
Good for him.
I do that.
You don't. You tie to that thing 24/7.
Not my real phone. Oh.
It's the burner phone. That's right.
Just like the camera Susie doesn't know it's in the shower. Joe's shower, that is. Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you for sending me that feed the other day, by the way.
Oh, no
It
problem.
was awesome.
Everyone
Appreciate
has
the link.
everyone has the feed now.
I love watching all you shower. I have links
Yeah.
to all your showers, by the way, in this apartment.
Nice.
I watch it via my video cam right here on my app.
Sometimes Joey dances.
great.
I'll pump in music sometimes to watch him dance.
Yes, yeah. It's a good dancer.
It's a paid subscription if you want to see SusieShowers.com.
Yeah.
It's $35 a month.
You got to amp it up, Suze. You're kind of boring when I watch
Yeah.
you shower. You got to like dial it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Ha ha ha. Doesn't exist.
I don't know how you can see anything if the amount of hair that comes off of her might block the camera. It's almost like a dog shedding every time she goes in there. In fact, we have designated toothpaste because she doesn't like me using her toothpaste.
I hate you using my toothpaste.
And I went to go brush my teeth when I got home from work today, and there was a giant black hair on my toothpaste. It's not mine. It's kind of gross.
I can't hate on her
I can't
because
help that my hair sheds.
I'm
Yeah,
shedding
you can.
too,
It's called
Suze,
shaving.
actually, lately. So I feel you. It's just, I'm going bald, though. That's the difference.
Yeah.
When I blow dry it, I clean it up off the floor. When I straighten it, I clean it up off the floor.
Yeah. How about my toothpaste?
I didn't know it was on the
Oh,
toothpaste.
It's just
still there.
toothpaste.
Go take a look at
Why
it.
can't you share toothpaste?
Because I don't know whose hair it is.
Oh,
No, but in general.
no.
Oh, why? Because she's like a hypochondriac about toothpaste.
He lets the toothpaste just glob on top of the cap.
Yeah? Who cares?
So then you've got this old crusty toothpaste. When you squeeze out new, the old crusty goes on the toothbrush.
So?
with the
Alright.
new.
So what?
You guys exchange body fluids.
Yeah.
So who cares?
It just drives me.
All right, we
crazy
all
to
have our
squeeze
thing. All right.
Toothpaste out of a tube that has just like a ginormous glob of toothpaste
I take great pride in doing stuff
Built
that just
up.
drives you crazy for no reason.
on the opening.
I'm like a child. Tell me not to do something, and I'll do it.
Toothpaste ends up on the mirror. It's all over the counter. It's
I'm
everywhere.
kind of like that. It ends up in my sink, like stuck to like part of
I don't know
it.
if you remember this, but when I was a kid, my parents had this particular type of toothpaste they bought this one time. It was,
was
and
it?
it was in a. It looked like a shampoo container, right?
You
And
press it down?
and he pressed down, and it was two different types that came out at the same time. Do you remember this? It was like
I wanna say that was-
Methadol or Methanus or Method. It began with an M.
I think.
Some-
I thought Colgate had something
They
similar
might
to
have had
that.
something similar
but
to
what
that.
you're talking about, it's.
And I
I've
remember
seen
it was like
Remember
you hit the button in the top, and the two,
Pump.
and there's like a little spout that came off, like almost like a soap container.
Yes, I
And
know
like
exactly.
one
what
side
you're
was
talking
like the
about.
bluish
And
green,
one was
and
white.
one was white.
Yes. I think they
it up.
bought
I'm
it
looking
once
it
or
up.
something. It was like the new thing out. It was like 1993. We get this new toothpaste out.
I'm looking at it.
Kids at home, if you remember this creepy toothpaste.
I'm looking at. I'm trying to find it. I know exactly. It's gonna bother the fuck.
Yeah,
out
I don't
of me.
remember the name of it.
It
It was great though. Actually, I think it sucked. I think it was terrible. I think we went back to Colgate.
was it? Are you sure? Was it the Aqua Fresh pump?
No,
No, it
No?
was mentha.
I forget. Beginning with an M. Well, we dropped to we rose 25 degrees that quick in this apartment. When we started the show, it was the temperature in here was 68 degrees, and I set the thermostat to 74.
That's because I'm here.
Oh,
I was waiting for somebody to say it.
Could be the lights right next to the thermostat, though, too.
There's
That
so
could be
many
it.
different pumps. It's
Ooh, so many different
hey-o.
pumps. Penis pumps?
I never understood the penis pump. It doesn't make sense to me how just pumping air would make your cock actually bigger. It seems like a temporary thing.
It is a temporary
Then once you
thing.
take it off, it's just going to go right to where. Like, what does that sexually do?
Mentadent.
Mentadent. That was it.
Mentadent.
Yes.
Oh man. Oh, here it
I
is.
think my parents
Yeah.
bought it once. I think it was like the new fad thing in 93.
Was that what you would put it in? It was like that.
Yeah, it
Like
looked
the-
exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Mentadent.
that and Clear Pepsi. Remember Clear Pepsi? For the
Oh yeah, that comes back every once in a while.
Yeah.
and once in a blue moon.
Stink.
But
I remember we bought it once, and I was so fascinated by it. My mother was like, "We're not buying this shit again."
But what is the penis pump supposed to actually do
It
sexually?
just stimulates you, like temporarily, I guess. I don't know.
I would think
It's
if I
for
was
guys that have a problem of getting like high. Like if you just like totally like just desensitize yourself and all sexual, man. If you're like a constant jerker,
okay.
I think you just desensitize yourself from all. Like even a naked female who is ready to have sex with you wouldn't even arouse you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's how you get
You know what I mean?
self-inflicted ED. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're so only you could pleasure yourself.
Yeah.
It's like that episode of Seinfeld where the guy's hand cramped up into the clock position because he can only love himself.
In a way, only you know you, but no one knows
Guess
you
so.
better than you. In a way.
But I mean, it's a whole lot of like that cruise I sent you. That thing I sent you.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Would you pay
The
$89?
prostitute cruise.
Would you pay $8,900 for that?
No.
So there's a cruise. All right. So I sent the boys this link for
Good.
this
Oh man,
cruise.
I'm glad you brought this up. This is hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for $8,900, it's a cruise for 4 or 5 days, and it goes out to this like island out of it's a Colombian cruise,
Yeah.
and it only allows like 50 guys on this cruise, and each guy gets 2 hookers, and you can swap if you like.
And they're tested.
And they're so it's supposedly they're really pressing at the fact that they're tested. They're HIV or they're STD tested, and there's a strict condom policy. Now, for $8,900, you can go on this cruise and have at least sex with 2 chicks,
Yeah.
and then you could swap off. So, like if like me, you, and Eric went, and we could just swap everyone off.
Now the girls are tested, but are the guys?
Probably not.
Yeah. So a guy could pass something to
Yeah.
a girl, and then
But
let's
they have a
face
strict
it.
condom policy, they say.
Yeah, but what is somebody sitting there like a referee with a whistle, like
a
in each
girl,
room?
well, the girl probably doesn't want to. She probably makes you wear a condom.
You would think.
Unless you do the old Eric Powers method, the 1-2 pump over your shoulder.
Just pull a candy
Like
bar.
what Eric
Candy
used, this is
wrapper.
what Eric used to tell me he used to do. He used to throw the condom on, and then when he's pumping, he's holding the base of his dick, where the rubber band is on the condom. So he pumps in, and he goes in, and then he pulls out, but keeps his hand stationary, so it catches the balloon, and pulls it off the dick and he goes fully out, condom over the shoulder, fully in, raw dog. Girl doesn't even know you took it off.
Well, that's just evil.
Yeah, I mean, some guys don't want to wear a condom.
I mean, yeah,
So, I mean, you could do that easy in the cruise. And then that girl could give something to another guy. But I'm like, as long as your guys are wearing condoms, I mean, you'd be kind of a cowboy to not wear a rubber during that
exactly.
cruise.
That's gross. I mean, if
Anyway.
I was ever going to do like that and try to fake the rubber thing, which I've
Yeah.
never done or would never do,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I'd do it with the candy bar trick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because you use a candy bar. It sounds like a condom wrapper,
yes.
right?
So
But
I
it's
guess
really
so, yeah.
just a candy bar wrapper. And
So
you're- it's dark, so most likely. So you're going like this. It sounds like you're
Yeah.
ripping things, and really it's just a candy bar, and you're not really putting it on though.
And then 2 days later, she finds a melted candy bar in the corner of her room, and she don't know what the fuck is that all about. I don't remember having a Reese's
I
Pieces.
don't know, what is Snickers doing here?
So would you do something like that?
Never.
You don't think so? No?
I would never fucking.
What
do
if you
it.
have disposable income? I'm not saying now. Like, I'm saying like you had like $1 million.
Oh no, dude.
Get some
I don't-
disposable cash. I
I-
think it's cheaper just to go out on a Friday night and bang some random broad.
Granted, well, here's the thing. I don't know what here's the thing. The photos that you were showing us were
Yeah.
like these girls. They were pretty cute. They were pretty cute. But I'm willing to bet those aren't the girls that are on the cruise.
I mean,
you know?
you really don't know what you're getting. I mean, it's like it's the old bait and switch. I think maybe who knows.
Yeah.
But if you're horned up enough to pay $8,900, I don't think you really care.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a giant, bloated, overweight,
Yeah.
lot of money guy,
So
yeah, you know what? Maybe.
all right, so that takes up 5 minutes of your day. What do you do for the other fucking, 23 hours and 55 minutes?
That's true. You're gonna get annoyed. That's too many women to be around. You're gonna get annoyed. You're
Yeah,
stranded in the
sometime-
water. with, like, a bunch
and
of women.
if you're assigned to hookers, then they're constantly going to be bothering you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you might just want to chill. You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's
And
like,
they're
it's
gonna
like that old saying, like you spend entire nights and dollars to get a girl back to like your place to have relations with
Yeah,
for 5 minutes.
yeah.
You could spend upwards to 8 hours and hundreds of dollars for 5 minutes. This seems to be a good
I
payoff
expected
to
to
me.
tip them too.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I'm sure that's probably worked into it. I'm just saying, like a regular girl at a bar. You go meet a girl at a bar, right? You go like at 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And you chat this girl up for 4 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you spend buying her drinks, and you probably your chances are you're out till last call.
Yeah.
And then you go back to your place for relations. And what does it last? 5 minutes? No one's having marathon sex on a hookup.
Few and far between.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a rarity.
Yeah, it's a rarity.
More likely
Yeah.
not happening than happening.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
for 5 minutes, then when you awkwardly leave,
yeah, it's true.
you know, or she leaves, she rolls off of you, throws her fucking
but
pants
on
on,
a
and
boat, stranded. One of them is gonna end up thrown over into the water. I just get so annoyed at some point. Like because it's nice when someone tells you what you want to hear in small doses, but when you just have a constantly, and you know they're full of shit, and you know that they just want tips and money from you, it's gonna get annoying.
yeah, she's
you know?
she's literally just saying what you want to hear.
Like, oh, look at your arms, look
Yeah.
at your, and it's gonna sound nice for like 5 minutes.
yeah, yeah.
You know, oh yeah, oh, I think she really likes me. Oh God, Powers would fall for that in a heartbeat.
Oh, he would.
We've
God.
experienced.
And then he would leave the cruise and be like, dude, she really liked me. She said she would be with me if she wasn't, she didn't live in Colombia. Dude, she's a hooker. I like the girl, like the guys that sit at the bar. I'm like, yeah, I think the bartender likes me. I go,
God, I can't.
she works.
I can't right
she
now.
works for tips. Any guy who says the
It's her
bartender
job.
likes me, she works for tips. Trust
It's her
me.
job.
I did this contest. Well, not this. It wasn't really a contest. It was more of a psychological experiment, if you will. Where when I was in college, me and my college friends who were on the radio station with me, we were gonna leave our numbers with every waitress or bartender that we went to. So we were at a bar literally 3 times a day, sometimes between classes.
Yeah.
We were alcoholics in college. We would go literally wake up, go to school. Class would get out at 10. We'd walk to the bar, drink till our next class, go to class, drink till our next class, go to class, and then drink after class.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
That was basically my junior and senior year of college. And we do this on 4 days a week. On the 5th day, we just went to the bar once. So we did this for the entire time we were in college. And we did this experiment because there's one guy we were with who's claiming that every bartender in the city of Boston loves him. And I go, you're full of fucking shit. She's a bartender. I'm like, I flirted with ugly women before for tips. I flirted with men before for tips. You know, I really hooking myself out sometimes.
Yeah.
So this kid was like, no, man. So I'm like, all right, here's the deal. I go, every place we go to for an entire year, we'll start in September and we'll do this again. We'll end it next September. We all leave our numbers with our names and say call or text me and give it to the bartender. We do this every single time we go out consistently. So like, all right, we did this. I would say now there's 2 of us, and say we went out 300 times in a year. Okay?
Yeah.
1 text message.
But let me ask you a question. How much work were you putting in with these bartenders?
It was decent flirting.
Yeah, decent flirting, like back. Okay.
Different bartenders.
It wasn't like, you're cute, here, call me. It was like actual, like back and forth.
No,
a
it
little
was
bit.
some work.
Okay.
It was an experiment.
Yeah. And out of how many?
Out of like 300 days. And, you know, so 900 numbers being put out between the 3 of us. 1 or 2 maybe.
Yeah.
And it didn't really materialize into anything.
Yeah, the law of it's
And
not a good
I
average.
go, here's the deal. I go, I just won. I go, it took me a year to prove my point, but no, I proved my point.
Yeah.
Not like, oh man, if she wasn't a hooker, she said she would have sex with me. You know, if she didn't live in California and have to commute 3 times a week and work for the Navy and had a kid named Steve, yeah, we'd be together right now. You know?
She would have, but it just wasn't in the cards.
I never want to hear, you know, if she didn't or if she wouldn't. Like, I don't want to hear, you know, if she didn't or if she didn't have or she didn't live. If she didn't, should never be your number one way to prove yourself right. You know, man, you know, if I didn't live in Boston and she didn't live in Jacksonville, Florida, you know, we'd be married right now. It doesn't work that
No,
way.
it doesn't. You could just say no or yeah. Why did you have to add that?
No, and I'll prove that to you because I lived in Boston and Susie over here lived in New Orleans.
Yeah. I mean,
so it happened.
Even if that was the case,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that. It's be like, wasn't gonna work. Like,
And what's a better way for a girl to get out of an awkward situation than saying that to a guy without making him feel bad?
I think that creates more awkwardness to say that.
I don't know though. If you were with a girl and you were like fucking being, you know, a pain in the ass, right?
Yeah.
And she goes to you, you know, I really like you, but you know, it just wouldn't work out because you live so far away. It would make the guy feel a little better about himself. Because then he would go to his friends, you know, an hour later saying, you know, dude, she was all over me. You know, if she didn't live here.
But I would also like to think, then why the hell we've been talking so long?
Because you're a realist and not delusional. You would think the same way I would think. And smell the bullshit a mile away instead of feed into it. I think girls bullshit 90% of the time anyways.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, unless you're dating them, I guess. You know what I mean? I guess
What's going on here?
I thought I got a text from I thought the person we're talking about was actually listening to the show and text me. It was not him though. So
That would have been funny.
that would have been fucking hilarious. You would have called and dude, I'm sorry, I'm telling you, dude.
I swear.
Swear, dude. She's, you know, if I wasn't a bartender in Boston and she wasn't a brain surgeon in fucking Tampa, you know, and our birthdays weren't, you know, opposite times a year, you know, and she
If
didn't have a
Pluto wasn't aligned with Mars.
Yeah. Oh, fucking, we'd be married right now, guy. Nah.
Yeah, kid.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna put it out there. It's my advice for all you guys out there who are under the age of 28 years old and who are very naive and have no sensibility of how women work or reality on life. Don't believe anything they tell you. First of all, you know, unless you're married to them, you know, I wouldn't even believe that. You know, right, Sue? Exactly. This is coming from the horse's mouth. Exactly. Guys, here's the thing. Most of these are ugly anyways. I'm going to tell you. I think 5%, the 5% of this fucking world's attractive.
Yeah.
The other 95 is just a bunch of ugly people just trying to make it.
Average or ugly.
And I actually get warm inside and get a little choked up inside when I see 2 like fatties or 2 ugly people like loving each other and playing miniature golf together.
Good for them.
It actually makes me feel really good because you know what I mean. There's someone for everyone out there, right?
Yeah.
You may be a couple 2s, and you know, combined weight, you may not be able to make it into an elevator, Or like, you may be the ugliest people on the planet, but at least you found someone that loves you, right?
That's true.
And there's a lot of people who are attractive that cannot find love.
Yeah, because I feel like social media and everything, like the apps, it's like it's a bad thing actually, because it's like, oh, look at this person. Oh, and they're a lawyer. Swipe right.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait, this person's better. It's constantly like, what can I find that's better? And I feel
Those
like
apps
it's
are literally judging a book by the cover.
yeah,
Literally.
yeah.
And it'd be a great social experiment to do. We could take like a lawyer and dress him up to be like a bum, right? And then we could take like, a bartender who's pushing 50 and dress him up to be like, George Clooney.
Yeah.
Put both their profiles.
But we'll have the bum profile like say like really good things. The words will be really good.
Yes.
But the good looking guy, it'll be nothing.
Nothing.
It's just photos of him looking really good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it will see if girls actually literally read into that shit.
No. There will probably be a few. There's always exceptions to the rule that do, but it's going to be very few.
I would like to. I mean, we could probably do this experiment. We could make a couple fake profiles and we could work this out.
I would do this. Yeah.
And just find like 2 specimens of our friends and take a really bad picture of them and a really good pictures of them and put it on there and just see what we get for a result and see how shallow girls are.
I also think too at our age, I'm convinced that people are you're either lying to me about something.
Yeah.
Or you got a kid.
Oh yeah.
Or you're like divorced or something. Yeah. There's something there.
There's
like,
a sweet spot in your life. If you meet someone between the ages of like say 27 and 32, I'm gonna give you that sweet spot. That's your target. That's where you find anyone in that area, you're good.
Yeah.
Anyone before that, everyone's just bullshitting each other, or you're too young and immature, and you can't figure out what you want. You can't even figure out, how to shower regularly before you're 27 years old. Yeah. Never alone finding someone you're gonna marry. So if you're before 27, anywhere before that, don't ever marry any of those people. If you met them beforehand, high school sweethearts never work. I'm telling you, you may have loved her in high school. But, she may have been the hottest girl and your first girl you ever had penetration with, but she's going to be a bitch by the time she's 35, and she's going to own half your income and half your kids and half your life, and you're going to be miserable for the rest of your life.
And she's going to blow up like a tick.
Oh, yeah. She's going to if she didn't already let herself go by 25, by 35, she's letting herself go. She doesn't care. She's not letting herself look pretty anymore. Yeah. The only time, and then when she starts looking pretty, be suspicious because she has a boyfriend. Yeah. Yeah. When your wife who hasn't done anything in 10 years to herself all of a sudden starts doing stuff to herself, she has a boyfriend. Trust me, she's not doing it for you, Steve. Or Pete or Bob or whoever. All these guys out there like, my wife is finally doing stuff. No, she's not. She's getting regular sex from a guy, from a 23-year-old bartender that works at the fucking like Quinta Inn down the street. Trust me, it happens. Woo. Yeah, just giving those heads up, those naive men out there.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah. There's a guy out there named Steve who's
like, what the hell did I do?
whose wife just went out for girls' night and he's getting all nervous. Smell her finger when you get home, Steve. Smell her finger. Maybe she...
smell her finger. Wait a minute. What?
28 to 32. Now, if you're over 32 and you
then you probably have a kid or you're lying to me.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's where it changes. If you're over 32, right, and say you have a kid or you've been married, then you're still reasonable goods, as I like to say, men or women. Yeah. Now, if you're 32 and you've never been married and don't have kids, then you are a fucking red flag. You're a hurricane warning. You're like, I feel like a Billy Joel. I'm on the northeaster, Alexa, boom. You're fucking playing the song about a storm coming in. Stay away from those people. If you're a guy or girl over 32 and never been married or have a kid, look the fuck out. I may have a kid, and you fathered a kid that wasn't yours.
That's true.
You qualify.
I guess so.
You make it out of that realm. So there you go.
I do. Yes.
Oof. I've been almost married. It almost counts. Yeah. Like horseshoes and hand grenades.
Good call. My teacher used to say that.
But if you were never even engaged or never had a long-term relationship, half longer than the year, then you have fucking issues.
Yeah. My longest was 7 years.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Crazy.
Me and Susan should last at least 5, I think, right?
I gave you guys 10.
10 years? 10 years to the divorce?
10 years and a kid.
10 years and a kid and a divorce.
Over under.
Sounds like a fucking sitcom. No, she'd kill me before she divorced me. No, there'd be a murder. She'd be spending time in Framingham prison. Like a life sentence.
I can see that.
And she'd probably get out of 10 years parole, too, because some jury out there would find her and be like, I probably deserved it. That's probably the case. She'd probably kill. She's gonna kill me at 42 and be out by 52 and be dating some fucking 22-year-old fucking kid that she met at a college party because he wants to date a rebel. You know?
Midlife crisis.
Yeah.
In full bloom.
Meanwhile, I'm dead. You know?
That's right, buddy. I'll visit your grave.
I'll be laying like Nola is right now.
Aw.
Look at her. She's just laying there.
She's taking it like a champ.
She's laying there like most women do during sex, just playing dead while the other guy did all the work. Look at that. Tommy's doing all the work, and Nola's just laying there. She's like, pleasure me, Tommy. She even alive? Is she moving? There she goes.
There she goes.
She heard me talking about her. Yeah.
No.
I say this. I tell these guys these messages all the time. I hope all you young kids will listen to the show. Even though our demographic, for some reason, is 32 to 45-year-old women are the most popular downloads.
Really?
Which I think is fucking hilarious.
Interesting.
That middle-aged women dig us.
Huh.
Maybe it's because they like listen to us just to be like, and their husbands are next to them. These are despicable people. Don't be anything like them. Don't ever associate yourself with them.
32 to 45, huh? Interesting.
I had a guy with me and Eric worked with when we were doing the show back in the day whose wife would not allow him to listen to our show. I mean, we may or may not have had some girls take their tops off at the old studio, and one girl may or may not have put Eric's face in her boobs. And
I know we're running overtime here, but I got something that is hilarious.
Good thing is it doesn't cost us anything because we're running from the.
That's very true. There was this woman's demand list for her boyfriend that went viral.
Oh yeah. This ought to be good.
This is almost kind of creepy.
So you get a demand list for me? Ooh, she said ooh. No? I have a demand list for you. Get your goddamn clothes off the floor.
Off or on?
Off.
I mean,
You know what I was just thinking about?
Spun that another way. It would have been nice.
No, I meant like the clothes in the no, the one, not the ones you have on, the piles you have in the bedroom.
You have piles too.
You bought a very expensive hat in Disney World when we went there last year. Have you ever worn it?
I wore it once.
I don't know what made me think about this today. I was listening to an English guy on the radio, and it reminded me of England in Epcot, and it reminded of it was like 9 o'clock at night, and Susie found this hat that was like partially like frayed, so she had to find another hat, and it was like a $200 hat
No, it wasn't.
that she like wore. Where'd you wear it? Do you even know where it is?
Yeah, it's in there in my hat drawer.
Hat drawer. Have you ever seen this chick wear a hat before?
Maybe once when it was sunny.
And one that constitutes a hat drawer, a drawer full of hats?
Yeah, we all make dumbass purchases.
It's like, thank you for the gun rack.
Like $50.
It was not $50.
Could get
It was almost
The
$100.
hat was like $50.
No.
Maybe 75.
Oh, it was close to the $100. It was Disney World.
So
Alright.
maybe 75. It's like a Mary Poppins hat.
Like Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Thank you for the gun rack, but I don't even own a gun that would constitute a whole rack.
All right, get ready for this though. Girlfriend's controlling list of 22 rules. Don't interrupt me. Let me just go through and then just
All right.
tell me what you 22 rules.
All right.
Here we go. 1, you are not to have a single girl's phone number. 2, you are not to follow them on any social media. 3, you are not to hang out with Keegan. 4,
Whoa. Who's Keegan?
I don't know. This is her rules. I don't know. Keegan's obviously somebody.
Okay.
4, you are not to go to Honda without me. 5, you are not to hang out
What,
with your
Honda, like the dealership?
I don't know. You're not to hang out with your friends more than 2 times a week. 6, you're not to look at a single girl. 7, if girls come up to you in any place or any time, you're to walk away. 8, Mo is not to hang out with us every time we hang out. 9, you are
Eric.
not to ask for head. 10, you are not to get mad at me about a single thing ever again. 11, you are not to bring up Tyler, Noah, Devin, or Josh ever again. 12, you're not allowed to drink unless I'm with you. 13, I'm allowed to do a phone check whenever I please. 14, if we move in, there are never to be girls at our house. 15, if we move in together, your friends will rarely be allowed over. 16, if I catch you around girls, I kill you. 17, you are not to ditch me for your friends. 18, Austin does not control when I hang out with you. 19, we are to go on a legit date once every 2 weeks at least. 20, if I say jump, you say how high, princess. 21, you are to make sure you tell me you love me once a day at least so I know you're not messing around. And 22, you are never You are never to take longer than 10 minutes to text me back.
This is real.
Apparently it is. I mean,
I can't imagine any guy putting up with that bullshit.
Unless he's really ugly and she's hot and he's whipping her. She's like whipping him.
I don't care. Even if you're an ugly guy, it's not worth the sex.
I've met some. It's not. I've met some pretty psycho girls.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, there's some hot girls out there that are fucking crazy, but like, it's not worth it.
I mean, he might not have taken her seriously and laughed
I mean,
after that, and then
once you blow your load, it's just fucking painful after that. You know what I mean? And then they start yelling at you during sex. So the 5 minutes of pleasure you actually have in the relationship each day is actually you being yelled at. You know?
yeah. But on that note,
God, guys, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, fellas. Stop it. Don't let them control you. You know, women are like the Democrats. They want to control everything. Let's get the fucking really angry. We're going to make some people angry.
this is where we ended.
Let's compare women to Democrats and let's get a whole lot of Shane fucking chicks angry. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, 2 things you don't want to do. Broadly accuse all women of being crazy. And then 2, calling them Democrats. Because even the ones that are Democrats will be pissed off.
True.
Did you see that billboard, real quick, for the guy who's running for senator?
No.
Who's an Indian in Massachusetts?
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
Yes.
Actually, we talked about this.
And his slogan is, "Only a real Indian can beat a fake Indian." And it has a Photoshop picture of who's the fuck's her name? Elizabeth Warren.
Yes.
With an Indian hat
Yeah.
on. I think that is priceless.
It's pretty funny.
The guy doesn't stand a chance in hell.
No, he
but
doesn't. But
I give him props for
going all out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he pulled no punches in that. He just went all out.
I would feel better though if he was a Native American Indian, not like
True.
an Indian Indian.
Yeah,
know?
I think he might have actually had a chance there if that was the case.
Yeah, I feel like if he came out in his whole headdress and everything, like unga, 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 you know what I mean? Fucking, I think if he did that, and like it was like Cher. Cher's half Indian, you know that, right?
Really? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she's half Comanche.
If he came out like Zach Morris trying to tell his Indian report,
Oh God,
you know,
yes, I would vote for that guy in a heartbeat because if that's the worst thing he does, then the thing's gonna be all right. I think in this world. All right, we'll leave it at here. You guys got 15 minutes of bonus today, so congratulations.
It was very worthy of 15
Yes,
minutes too, I think.
And I think the best part of the show was the last 15 minutes. So it was the part of the show where Susie didn't talk at all. So I think that's probably the best show today. As she sits over there and just blatantly ignores me in her seafoam green cell phone case. In her ninja outfit. Ninja. Sue wants to be ninja. I want to chop Arty's penis off and whip him in the head with it. That's what she's saying.
She's like, I need it to make babies.
So I need to make babies. You still got the balls. You know?
True.
Something Tommy to hey Tommy, you don't have balls. Aw. Daddy, you don't know what balls are. What's Noah sniffing out like some buried treasure? All right, we'll leave it at that. Anything you plug in?
The usual. Check out the Whirlwind Potato on YouTube. I gotta get back to more of those videos. And my website, whirlwindreport.com. And check out thepacky.com.
The
all that fun stuff.
Whirlwind Potato, mashed or baked.
Oh.
It's probably better when you're baked. You probably get some good, as long as you're not going on a job interview to Harvard Square today, and just for some panty ass way to tell you, the manager's done with interviews today. I would have fucking said it. I just came all the way from so and so. I demand to speak to a manager. You know what that means? That means they already hired someone.
Yep.
That's what it means.
Yep. Positions are closed.
Position has already been taken, or it's probably his buddy or something like that, or some girl he's trying to have sex with.
Or he already looked at him and was like, I know you. I know what you've done.
We read about you on the internet. We heard you have a special shuffle you do behind the bar. Shuffle.
And you say things to women.
And it's
when
his
they're
own
doing
fault,
things to you.
because if he listened to the show, then he would actually be able to rebut. But he doesn't listen, so he's an open target.
Exactly.
So until he listens and he comes and stands his case, we're going to continue making innuendos about him because it's funny. And he would do the same if it was the other way around.
It's true.
So
It's very true.
it's fair game.
It's very true, my friend.
But we'll let you see you guys next. Are we here next Wednesday? So are we here next Wednesday? We don't have nothing next Wednesday, do we? No. So we're good. Next Wednesday,
Awesome.
we are here. I think we're here for the Wednesdays. I don't think there's a Wednesday we're not here, is there? No, Wednesdays are pretty.
I was asking, are we doing Friendsgiving again this year?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And I told him you already invited everyone. You must have missed his number, huh?
I don't know what.
I'm just joking.
who I invited.
I was just joking. She went to
Thanks,
the
Suze.
she went to the A's
No,
and
it's
she
in the family.
and she skipped maybe. I don't even know. I didn't even think you texted anyone. I was just making that up. I was just stirring the pot.
No, I think because I was talking
Yeah.
about our
Last time we had
Thanksgiving, and I said we're
yeah.
telling your mom.
Is that what, yeah. Last time we had Friendsgiving here, we looked like a soup kitchen.
We did.
There was like
It was a good time.
seven dudes all needed a shave and a shower
That was
and
what it
then
looked
winter
like.
hats on for some
There was
reason.
a table, and everyone
Yeah.
shouted like it was a
We were sitting at a folding
And I had to
table in
pick
the
up
living room.
cranberry sauce. Or I couldn't pick up. Remember, you couldn't pick
Yeah.
up cranberry sauce.
Yeah, it was very. There's a lot
Yeah.
of things a lot of movement. We still have the cranberry sauce up there because you bought like 9 cans of it.
Yeah.
Huh? We ate it.
You ate it.
I ate the rest of it. Yeah, we had it there for we had it to July, so it doesn't go bad though.
No,
so
it doesn't.
But yes, we'll be doing that again. So anyone wants to come over, Susie's cooking turkey. So we need an RSVP ahead of time so we know how big of a turkey to get. I think our capacity is 20. We're gonna stop. We should get tickets on the internet. You could have Friendsgiving with me, Adam, and Susie, Uncle Eric, Doubleback, Fatty Matty. The whole gang will be here. We have
true.
the dogs. You know, we should sell tickets for like $10. You can come over and eat dinner with us. Imagine what the characters would get. I'd pay to see that. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Toodaloo, motherfuckers. Boop.